Heyo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. For those of you that do not know, TTG is the fastest-growing, highest-rated online premium chat room and community trading platform and educational platform and community. I'm sorry, I can't talk today. I'm so excited. I came in like a wrecking ball today. You guys like my thumbnail? I'm sorry. I'm having a good time here today, guys. Big wins for us today with AMD, 72% gain. True Trading Group, okay? One of the fastest growing, highest rated premium online trading educational platforms and communities where we all share the same goal, and that is to learn, trade, and profit together. 6 nights a week, we go live for free right here on this YouTube channel with myself, other TTG Pro Trader moderators, and special guests. Drop golden nuggets and free lessons that are going to help you become a better and more profitable trader. If you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. Take a moment right now, and if you like that thumbnail, give me a damn like, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and guys, share the stream on your own social media. Let's reach out. Let's help as many retail traders as we possibly can. Let's educate the retail trader. Let's empower the retail trader. Let's bridge that gap between the 1%. Guys, listen, on these live streams, my goal is to make sure that you get value, that you get information and education that can help you in your trading. That is my goal with all of these live streams. So I'm going to go over a really important lesson today, and that's how to identify a stock has momentum. But why should you listen to the things I share with you on this live stream? And I'm going to tell you, I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career as a trader working for a fund in New York City. In 2007, my very first job right out of college. Then 2008 happened. That was the Great Recession, the housing market crisis. But during that time, I actually went on to receive one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. None of that would have happened. They didn't let me trade. Before they let me even touch $1 of their money, I first had to go through an intensive training program. Okay. I also had access to some of the top trading tools. I was part of a community of like-minded traders, and that is exactly what the TTG program is based on. So listen. Get out your papers and your pens, your notebooks, whatever. Give me your undivided attention tonight, because I'm going to go over with you a lesson, a very specific lesson on how to identify momentum so you can identify stocks that are going to continue to run higher after they have a breakout. That is the exact lesson I use today to identify a setup in AMD, which is one of my favorite stocks in the market. It's one of my favorite long-term investments. If you're part of the YouTube community or if you're part of the TTG family, you guys know this very, very well about my feelings on AMD. But we're going to go over that with you guys here today, how to identify momentum. But we're going to first start things off with a 20-minute Q&A session. Give some time for people to log on and join us on the stream. And then, like I said, we're going to recap that AMD trade, 72% gain on the final take profit. On call options on AMD today, and then we're going to talk about how to identify when a stock has momentum. So listen up, guys. Listen good. We're about to start that Q&A session in just a minute. You have myself with 17 years of experience telling you to ask me anything. So without any further ado, start typing your questions right in chat right now. Do not feel embarrassed to ask a question. Do not feel like it's a stupid question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. The only thing that's stupid is to not ask the question that you have. Guys, I had a day 1, 2. And if I didn't ask questions, I don't think I would have had a day 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. So ask your questions, start typing them right in chat right now, and let's begin that Q&A. Mike, can you explain how to read wicks at a resistance level? When do you decide to bail, meaning a resistance level won't break? Oh, David, good question, man. It depends on the time frame that you're looking at too, because what might be a tail on one time frame may not be a tail on another. So you also have to keep that in mind when you're looking at charts and you're looking at resistance levels. What I look for to tell that for things I look for to say that, man, that resistance level did not break is failed moves through it is really what I like to look for. Like, let's say you have resistance at 12 bucks. 1190, 1180, 12 bucks, 1190, 1180, 12 bucks, 1190, 12 bucks, 1190, 12 bucks, 12 bucks, 12 bucks, 1190, 1180, 12 bucks, 1220, 1190, 1180. That to me, failed attempt to break the resistance level. That resistance level has held, and that's going to be a warning sign for me. It's like a failed break through it. Is really going to be the easiest signal for me that it's all right. Maybe it's time to bail. That resistance level seems like it has held, because once it's like it's not able to hold bid at that level. So like if it breaks through 12, goes to 1220, then pulls back like 1205, 1210, 1205, 1210, 1220, 1230, then you can say, okay, that level's broken. But if you get 12, 12, 12, 12, 1220, 1190, 1180, that to me is going to be a sign that resistance level has held. It was a failed break, and at that moment I'd bail on the trade. Probably old question, but what do you learn from daily chart other than resistance and support? You're going to learn a lot of things about the daily chart. You're going to learn, or when I look at a daily chart, you guys have to understand something. It's funny. I actually just had a one-on-one with one of our members an hour ago, and we actually talked about this. So I get my ideas from a daily chart. So the daily chart is going to tell me, do I want to be bullish or bearish? Do I want to be long or do I want to be short? That's what that's going to tell me. I'll get my idea on my trade from the daily chart, and then I'll use my intraday charts, whether it's a 3-minute, a 5-minute, or a 15-minute chart, to identify my entry. But I'm not looking at an intraday chart to say, okay, I want to be long. I'm going to get that idea from the daily chart. So the daily chart's not just going to show you support and resistance. It'll also show you the trend of that individual stock. You want to be careful trading the opposing trend. Like if you have a bearish looking chart on the daily, you want to be careful and mindful of going long an intraday setup if the chart on the daily is very weak and very bearish. So I'll try to coincide, okay, bearish daily chart, let me look for a weak intraday setup that I can get short, or vice versa. Bullish daily chart, let me look for an intraday setup that I can get long. Doing the Fibonacci levels, I think I understand where to start the previous day close or low of the day. I don't understand how far up to drag them. What are you using to get that upper level? That upper level is just the high of the day, Marmek. It's just the high of the day. You'll draw the you'll draw the Fibonacci up to the high of the day. So your Fibonacci level, once it's anchored and you start it, that point won't move. That point stays anchored. And then you'll draw it up to the high of the day. And then once the high of the day breaks and you have a new high of the day, then you pull your Fibonacci up to the new high of the day. So the top part of your Fibonacci will move higher as the price moves higher, but the bottom stays anchored. Mike, does your program guide anyone who has any type of education about trading? Lizaldo, absolutely. Absolutely, Lizaldo. So our program, all of our course material and our education is broken down into beginner and foundation courses and advanced courses. So what you are going to learn is a simplified version of what I learned working at the fund. But you guys have to understand, when I got hired at the fund, my very first job at a college, I was not a trader. I didn't know how to trade. That's why the first 3 months of my employment, I actually was in like a classroom style setting with the other new hires in the group, because they hired a group of new people. And then we all had to go through this training program for 3 months. And then after that, towards the end of the 3 months, we actually went on a simulator first, and we were trading on a simulator before we were actually starting to trade live with their money. Okay. So, all of our coursework are broken down into beginner and foundation courses, and then we have advanced courses. We have traders in True Trading Group that have never traded a stock a day in their life. But then we also have people that have been doing this for 25 years plus. We have licensed financial professionals. We have stockbrokers from Morgan Stanley and everything in between. So if you have absolutely no idea what you're doing, don't worry about it, because so many of our members knew absolutely nothing and now they're making money. I am curious. I would actually like to know, my TTG fam, can we help out Lizaldo real quick? If you are a member of True Trading Group and when you first joined, you knew absolutely nothing, but now you're making money and becoming a better trader, I want you guys to type the number 1, sound off in chat right now. Type the number 1 in chat if you knew nothing when you joined TTG and now you guys are making money. Type the number 1. Lizaldo and anybody else that is also brand spanking new, just pay attention to the comments that are going to come through chat. Just see how many number 1s come through. These are going to be TTG members that knew nothing about trading when they first joined, and now they're making money because of what they've learned in TTG. Look at this. I thought I knew I was wrong. You think you know until you actually get a real education from TTG. Still learning every day. I'm new, still learning. Yeah, man. Everyone keeps saying, like, I thought I knew what I was doing until you actually get a real education. But you guys see the comments. You can see the number 1s coming through chat. So like I said, Lizaldo and anyone else that's on these lives, if some of the things that I say to you on these live streams, I try to keep the education on these lives as general and as broad. I don't want to say as general and broad, but as maybe detailed and as elementary as I can, so that everybody can understand the things I'm talking about, because I will talk about some very complex things on these live streams, but I will simplify them and I will talk about them in ways that everyone can understand, regardless of your experience level. That's part about being an educator. I read a quote once. I like being a good educator is being able to simply explain complex things. And really that's what it comes down to when you're dealing with the stock markets and trading stocks and options. It seems very complex. It seems very intimidating, but it's really not. It's kind of like the craps table. It's like when you go to the craps table in Vegas and you see everyone's around and everyone's throwing the dice and there's a million numbers on the board. There's chips everywhere. People are yelling, they're yelling all these different terms and high, low, and YOLO and yo-ho and this and that. And and everyone's like double this. And it's like, it's very intimidating when you're sitting there and you're like, I don't know what's going on. But once someone actually teaches you how to play craps, it's not complicated at all. It's actually pretty simple. So a lot of that's kind of like trading too. You just have to understand. You just have to be taught the right way to look at all these things and understand it. So if some of the things I say on these live streams, if it seems foreign to you, or if it's like over your head, don't worry about it. You'll learn all of this stuff in the courses. I would just advise you to start with the beginner and foundation courses. If you're an experienced trader already and you're already profitable and you're trying to just take your trading to the next level, then you can start with the advanced courses. But if you're brand new, or even if you're not brand new, if you're not consistently profitable, start with the beginner and foundation courses, because like you saw a lot of people comment, a lot of people were like, I thought I knew something, but boy, was I wrong once I actually got a real education. So start with the beginner foundation courses. You'd be surprised at some of the things that you think you might know, but you don't actually know them the right way. So absolutely, Lizaldo, to answer your question, my friend. Why did the market sell off this afternoon and continue to sell off after hours? And what does that look like for tomorrow in the markets? Well, Josh Martin, we can all thank Amazon. Amazon missed earnings and actually gave weak guidance. It was a real shock. Amazon got smoked after hours. All right, let's actually pull up a chart of Amazon. It's like down like $250. Look at this thing. Good. Rushed. Down $285. That is gross. Gross. Okay. So this is why literally markets are down after hours, because this from Amazon to miss like they did and to give weak guidance is actually causing some selling pressure in a lot of your other tech names. All right, it's causing some selling pressure in some of your other tech names. So that's kind of what's taking markets lower after hours. You can see we're starting to drift lower a little bit after hours, and that's being led by the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is what is dragging the markets down right now after hours, and that's because of Amazon's huge miss. First of all, Amazon is a huge component of these indexes, so that weighting obviously is going to pull those indexes down when you have such a large move on a stock that is such a large component. And that's what's pulling everything else down. Okay, so you all have Amazon, you think. Do you have golden nuggets related to catalysts and small caps? Like, for example, I've noticed that when the catalyst is good earnings, the stocks run in pre-market but ends falling the rest of the day. I have golden nuggets for everything, Sebastian. I used to be a gold miner back in my day. It's not true. So what you're referring to, I'll tell you most likely what's happening, because you're specifically referencing small caps. I'll tell you most likely what's happening. Small caps, and what an active trader considers a small cap and what an institution or a hedge fund considers a small cap are actually two different things. The technical definition of, Sebastian, what we as active traders call small caps, the technical definition, those are really micro caps. Small caps are like what's in the Russell 2000. Now, those are small caps. You might have, a small cap that's $20, $30, $40, $50 a share. That's something that an active trader like ourselves, we would call something like that a mid cap. You're basing it mostly on price of shares instead of the actual market cap. So when you're talking about, I assume like the $2, $4, $5, $6, those kind of stocks, those are really mostly micro caps. And what will typically happen is these are not really high quality companies, or they're very young companies that need money, that are not yet, successful, operating cash flow machines like Amazon, Apple, Starbucks, Home Depot, right? It's not those companies. It's these tiny companies that don't make a lot of money, if any at all, and they constantly need to raise capital. So what happens is they go to banks, they go to hedge funds, they go to high net worth individuals, and they pitch them to invest in their company. And in doing so, they give them different types of financing deals. They can be warrants, it can be a convertible note, where it could be a private placement, where they're essentially selling shares at a specific discounted price. Like you might have a company that a stock trades at $5. And they say, hey, we need $4 million. We'll sell you 1 million shares at $4 when the stock's at $5. Stuff like that. Or, they'll get a convertible note where they give the company money. The company has a chance to pay it back. If they don't, then that debt holder can convert that debt into equity and get shares, and then sell those shares in the open market to get their money back. So typically what happens is when you have small caps that have these moves higher, that gap up on earnings or some type of news catalyst, but then all of a sudden when the market opens, the stocks get crushed. You're like, why? Like, how does that make sense? Why, if the stock has good news and if it's up, if it's going up pre-market, but then as soon as the bell rings, it's boom, the stock gets crushed. You're like, why? It doesn't make sense, right? Like, why is that happening? I'll tell you why. Because those institutions, those hedge funds, those banks, those high net worth individuals that gave those companies money in the past are taking advantage of what is now what we call on the street, we call it a liquidity event. A liquidity event could be one of these small caps that normally, let's say these stocks only trade 50,000 shares during the day, 100,000 shares during the day. Nothing. right? That's peanuts. That's barely trading. Then all of a sudden the stock comes out with earnings or some type of a press release, and now the stock trades 50 million shares. Stock goes up 40%. The fund, the bank, the investor that has been holding these shares for maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years, because they gave the company money a while back, they're going to say, the hell with this. I'm taking advantage of this liquidity event and I'm going to sell my shares, because now the stock is trading enough liquidity, enough volume that they can sell their shares. If they owned millions of shares, if the stock's only trading 100,000 shares a day, they can't sell their shares. There's not enough buying in order for them to sell. But when you get the catalyst, which is a news release, earnings, it pulls other traders, say, wow, look at that press release, buy the stock. And that creates that liquidity and that buying interest where now they can sell those shares to these new buyers. And that's when the stock just goes poof, and the stock just gets crushed. So that's what's happening when you typically see something like that. That's going to be institutional liquidation, okay, is typically most likely the case when you see that kind of stuff. So, Sebastian, I hope that was a shiny enough of a golden nugget to help answer your question. I'd love to hear about any seasonal patterns that you can think of coming up and how a trader can prepare for it. You know what? I'm not a big fan of like the seasonalities. I really never have been, because the world is always changing. We're actually coming up on what is historically a weak season, like August, September, October is typically a soft time for the markets, where the markets have like kind of underperformed August, September, October, and where sometimes you get pullbacks during that time. But, you know, is what happened in August, September, October, what happened 4 years ago, is that relevant to what's going to happen next month? I don't know. You know, it's like, I just look at world current events, you know, like, okay, you know, if let's say if August was traditionally a really strong month, let's say August is historically the strongest month for the markets ever. It's not, but I'm saying, like, let's say historically it was. But then let's say next month, the U.S. goes into a complete 2-week lockdown, closes all businesses because Delta variants run rampant. It's not going to be a strong month of August for the market. It's not. You know, let's say August historically is the weakest month of the entire year, which I don't think it is, but let's just say that historically it is. If Jerome Powell comes out on August 1st and goes, guys, you know what? We're going to keep interest rates at zero, and we're going to continue $120 billion of our asset purchase program. We're going to continue that into 2023. If he said that, guess what? I don't care historically how weak August has been, the market's going to go up. So I'm not a big fan of like seasonality, because I like to just trade the markets based on what's going on currently in the market. And I put a lot more credence on that than I do just, oh, well, historically, this is a weak season. So I just want to say thank you to TTG for the teaching and tools to make me a better trader. I made my best trading day ever today thanks to those AMD calls. My membership keeps paying me back. Boom. Yes, Jenny Wonder. Yes, Jenny, I saw your message today too in chat. Everybody, congratulations, Jenny. Everybody give Jenny congratulations. Her biggest day ever today on those AMD calls. She made a comment in chat today that it was her biggest day ever. And it was, you know, thanks to that AMD trade. So congratulations, Jenny. Super proud of you. Congratulations. Do you never buy IPOs or after a couple of days if you like the stock? I typically don't usually buy IPOs. I mean, I have. Here's what I will say. I will never put a brand new IPO in my long-term portfolio. I only put stocks in my long-term portfolio that have at least reported 1 quarter as a public company. It's kind of like a rule of mine. I have traded IPOs. I don't do it very often because it's very much a momentum based play. There's no support and resistance levels for you to go off of. There's no chart patterns except intraday. And it's very just momentum based once the stock opens up for trade for the first time. So I typically tend to stay away from IPO days, but I have traded IPOs, just not frequently. All right, guys, type those questions right in chat. I'll take a couple more questions. Guys, save your you know what? I see a lot of questions about AMD. See a lot of questions about it. Well, Joe, we'll pull up 1 or 2 questions about AMD, but only if they're questions. Joe is behind the scenes right now, guys. He's the one that's grabbing questions and throwing them on the screen for me. Joe, only grab questions on AMD that are not related to my trade specifically. Like if people have questions about the chart or if they've got questions about the company or whatever, then let's pull it up. But if it's a question about my trade specifically, I'm going to get into that with you guys later on the live stream. I'm going to break down for you my 72% gain on my final take profit on AMD. And I will go over with you the lesson, which is how to tell a stock still has momentum. I'm going to go over that with you later on this live. So, Joe, if there's any AMD questions that are not related to my trade specifically, if you want to pull them up, I'll talk about it. Do you think we get a pullback tomorrow, AMD? Yes. The reason why I think we get a pullback tomorrow on AMD is because of the weakness you're seeing right now in tech. I think that the weakness in Amazon is going to pull us down tomorrow. So I do think you get a pullback opportunity in AMD tomorrow. What I think you would want to look for with regards to AMD, I'll pull up the chart real quick, guys. All right, so here's AMD. AMD has just broken out of a very clear channel. Okay, this is a very clear channel for AMD. It's about as clear of a channel as you can possibly have, right? We just broke out of that channel with a huge increase in volume. A huge increase in volume. So what you'd want to look for is a pullback to retest the top end of this channel, which is going to be your previous all-time highs, which are going to sit right down here in the high 90s, like 98 to 99, that level just beneath 100, the high 90s. That's where you're going to want to look for support to kick in for AMD. So I think it's very, very possible. Like we already started pulling back. Like AMD is already back at 102 after going up over 105. So you're already getting a little bit of a pullback here. You know, I think maybe with overall weakness in tech because of Amazon, maybe you get a little bit more of a pullback, and then you can look for that area to be support. And if that area is support, if we find support, all right, at those prior all-time highs, if you find support right down here, that will be a buying opportunity, and you look for the stock to continue higher. Now, I believe AMD has room to like 110, 115. You know, I love AMD. It's one of my favorite long-term holdings because I view this company as just a shining star. I love their CEO. I think she is fantastic. The company is stealing market share away from Intel, seems like every day. Their technology is superior to competitors. And I think that 5 years from now, 10 years from now, this stock is triple digits higher than where it is now. You know, I own AMD in my long-term portfolio. I have owned AMD in my long-term portfolio for quite a while. My most recent add in my long-term portfolio was in March of 2020 in the mid 40s. I think it was like 45 or something like that was where I added in my long-term portfolio in March of 2020. And now here we are at 102. So I do think that if you get a pullback to 98, 99, if that area does hold and you start to see the stock back at 100, 101, I think that's a safe place to get long and try to ride this thing up to 110, 115. I do not have any plans on selling my AMD position. I will be a shareholder of AMD probably until I am 60 years old. All right. I really like this company. I'm very bullish on the semiconductor space as a whole. You can't not be bullish on semiconductors if you think that technology as a whole is going to continue to advance at a rapid rate. If you believe in the future of technology in literally a general sense of the term, in every different niche aspect and industry that's out there, you have to be bullish on semiconductors, because every advancement in technology requires these components. It's like every single aspect of technology requires these semiconductors. So the market opportunity for these companies, like the total addressable market, the TAM, is huge. It's huge. And it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as technological advancements move into more and more aspects of everyday life. So I'm very bullish on semiconductors. I'm very bullish on AMD. I'm very bullish on NVIDIA. Both of these stocks are now sitting right here up at these all-time highs. And I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier today. Today was a great day for me because I own a lot of AMD in my long-term portfolio. So it was a great day for my wealth building, but it was also a great day for my generating income and cash flow because of the day trade on AMD. So I'm day trading options on AMD in my Lightspeed account. Meanwhile, with JP Morgan Wealth Management, my portfolio that's sitting there with a chunk of AMD has a real nice gain today. So was really just a great day. If the infrastructure bill passes, what is your view on companies operating in that sector? I think that's the point where you've actually got to start to think about selling these companies. I think that's when you got to start thinking about to sell these companies, because I think a lot of these infrastructure companies have had really big runs, kind of leading up to in anticipation of the infrastructure bill. Once the infrastructure bill is passed, what's to follow? What's next after that? So I think actually that could be a catalyst for some profit taking maybe to kick in. I think that could be an area for some profit taking to kick in on the infrastructure stocks. Do this is a Bible dip for PayPal after their earnings. So, oh yeah, nasty pullback on PayPal. I actually own PayPal in my long-term portfolio. Actually own PayPal. Let me pull up a chart. Just PayPal. PayPal with big gap down today, down 7% after earnings. In the grand scheme of things, it's really, nothing when you consider where the stock has came from since 2017. This is a $40 stock. Now it's at $280. So when you say, it's down 7%, not that big of a deal, but you have a very strong triple top in place on PayPal. That's a very strong triple top. Okay. This resistance level, I expect this resistance level to hold for quite some time. I think this is this resistance up here at like 310, 309, whatever this is. I expect that resistance to actually hold for quite some time. So if you're looking for a buyable dip on PayPal, I actually think the better dip buy is going to be down around anywhere between 225 and like 205. Somewhere in this region, I think, is the better dip buy. Now, that's a long ways away. I know that, but I don't know if PayPal makes a new all-time high before we get our next significant market pullback. So I think that triple top is a pretty strong resistance level. So if I don't think that triple top is going to break anytime soon, we might as well see if we can try to get a deeper pullback. Now, I already own PayPal. I own it at far cheaper prices, and I'm not even thinking about adding to it at this moment. I would need PayPal to get back down like close to 200, like 220, 215 for me to think about, you know what, let me grab a little bit of extra stock down here for that position. So I'm not thinking about buying the dip on PayPal right now. All right, guys, listen up. I'm actually pretty insulted that we don't even have 300 likes on this video right now. So I want you guys to take a minute right now and smash that like button if you guys want me to continue. And if you are interested to know how to tell that a stock has momentum, because that's going to be the lesson we're going to cover today, because that's the lesson we use to catch that 72% gain on AMD. So I want you guys right now, all go ahead, smash that like button right now if you guys are enjoying the Q&A. And if you want to know how to tell if a stock has momentum, I want you guys to go ahead right now and smash that like button. All right, guys. All right, man, you guys are weak today. You guys are weak. Only 360 likes right now. That's actually weak. Really weak. 374. Gross. Gross. You guys must not appreciate the lessons then, I guess. Everybody's tired today. Yeah, Edward 2024. Yeah, and I'm going to run for president. I've decided. Who wants to be my campaign manager? Have anybody, any TG members that have campaign experience? Anybody want to lead the campaign trail? I want to run for president on 2024, and I'm going to make my first policy is going to be to get rid of PDT rule. So I've already basically secured like tens of millions of votes right there. Like every retail trader that's under PDT is going to vote for me. You know, like the 12 million users that Robinhood has, or 20 million, whatever the hell users they have, most of them are under PDT rule. I got all their votes. So, you know, I guess it'll take like 80 million votes to win an election. I'm almost there. It's a good strategy. There's no more PDT. Everybody can get behind that. First bipartisan policy everybody agrees on. No PDT. All right, guys. That just about does it for our Q&A. That just about does it there for our Q&A session. Great job. You guys asked some really good questions. For those of you that are not members of True Trading Group, if I did not get your question, don't worry. I do this 6 nights a week. Just make sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell icon. Make sure you guys never miss out on any one of these live streams. I'll catch your question later. If you are a member of True Trading Group, just send me or any of the other 7 Pro Trader moderators a message in chat tomorrow. We'll be happy to answer your question. If the ability to have access to a Pro Trader in chat anytime that you want during the day sounds strange to you, I assure you it's the norm in True Trading Group. It's part of what makes us a family. But speaking of some new people, I'd like to see what we're working with here. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, folks, or this is your very first time on a live stream, go ahead right now, type the number 1. Type the number 1 if you're not a member or this is your first live stream. All right. Eli Ray, Chris Texas Ranger, Byron Glatsby, Jake Miranda, Lizaldo, Jamilton Mena, Michael Snyder, Alexander, Robert Lindbergh, Valo TXS, John Bianchi, Angie Sweet, Tycoon, Purple Midnight, Alexander C, Dustin or T Dustin, Jim Burdick. Cool, guys. Great. A lot of non-members here. Excellent. All of you type the number 1. Welcome to our live. Before I get into the main topics and the lesson of tonight, which is how to identify a stock has momentum, quick little statement that I like to kind of share on here is that True Trading Group is a premium product, folks. So we are an educational platform for traders. We combine top-notch education, premium tools from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, Trade Ideas, and we're a community of traders with the same goal, and that's to learn, trade, and profit together. But at the end of the day, True Trading Group is a business. And some people wonder, well, if you're such a good trader, then why make a business? And the answer is simply because I'm also a businessman, and my partner Adam and I saw an opportunity to positively disrupt an industry that has a horrible reputation, and for good reason, because there's a lot of people out there that sell you a dream. They sell you a secret, and they will upsell you till you're blue in the face, but not actually teach you anything. And a lot of these people don't know their ass from their elbow. So it's actually really bad reputation on this industry, and for good reason. So we saw an opportunity to disrupt it for the better. And I get to do what I love, and that's got to trade every single day, but then also get paid to help others become successful traders by providing 10 times the value of any other company in this industry for literally a fraction of what a lot of these other places charge. And if you guys don't like the idea of True Trading Group being a business, I would say to you, well, would you rather we treated you as a charity, or would you rather get exactly what you pay for and then some? You know, it's like, we're not here to do favors for people or to say, oh, you guys owe me something for the education that I provide you guys on here. We run a business, and the purpose of that business is to grow and succeed, but it's based on the success of our members. Like, that's how we've grown as a company from day one, is by making sure that our members are successful. That's why we say, welcome to the family. Like, we actually care if you guys succeed or fail. That's why we also work about 15 hours a day, constantly improving on the TGD platform for our members. We're only as good as our members do. It's just that simple. Not by how much money we spend on marketing. Our success is directly tied to yours. And when's the last time you were able to say that about any other business, especially one that's in this industry? So just because we do have a membership and a premium product, it does not make the quality of the information on here any less, because at the end of the day, our members are becoming better traders and they're making money. And if you guys don't believe me, I want you to pay attention very closely, and I want you to watch this, because I can sit up here and I can talk to you till I'm blue in the face, but it's best for you to see it from our members themselves. It's best for you to see it from your peers. So my TTG fam, listen up. If you are a member of True Trading Group and you're making money and becoming a better trader, type the number 1 in chat right now. If you are a member of TTG and you are making money and becoming a better trader, type the number 1 in chat right now. Anyone that's not a member of True Trading Group, forget about what I'm saying. Forget about what I'm doing. Just don't even look at me. Look at the side of the screen right here. Look at all these number 1s that are coming through chat right now. These folks are TTG members that are making money and becoming better traders because of True Trading Group. Just watch how many number 1s are coming through chat right now. These are regular people, folks. They found True Trading Group just like you did. And that's a live stream. So if they can do it, so can you. You know, a lot of these people work full-time jobs. A lot of these people started with small accounts. You know, if they can do it, so can you. A lot of these people started off not knowing anything when they first started trading with True Trading Group. You saw that I asked all of our members earlier, you started with not knowing anything. Go ahead, type the number one. You saw how many people typed the number one when I said that to you before. Now you're seeing all of these members that are commenting here now that are making money and becoming better traders. So it's important for you guys to get this directly from our members instead of just from me. Now, before I do get into the main topics, I also want to remind everyone, we do a lot of giveaways with our members. When we get 300 new members in TTG, we do a Tesla or $30,000 giveaway. All you need to do is be a member of True Trading Group to take part in that giveaway, and the winner chooses cash or the card. Winner chooses cash or the card. It's something we do with our fam. But we also do a lot of giveaways for non-TTG members, or I should say new members rather. So when people join the family for the first time, we always give away either an Amazon Kindle Fire, an Android tablet, or a laptop when we get them. We don't always have electronics, but when we do, they go quickly. And tonight we've got 16 of them. Tonight we've got 16 laptops, folks. So I've got 16 laptops totally for free for the next 16 people to sign up to True Trading Group. All you guys need to do is use the coupon code TTG121. And you will be able to get a free laptop included with your membership. It's going to either be an Asus, Acer, or Dell laptop. Okay. It's totally free. We even cover the shipping cost. Yes, we ship globally. We have members from all over the world. We have members in Japan, the Philippines, Netherlands, UK, all right, Mexico, Canada. We have members literally from all over the world. So all you got to do is be a member and you guys get a free laptop. Our membership is normally $2,212 for the year, but with that coupon code TTG121, you have up until midnight tonight Pacific. You can save 40% on your membership and pay just $1,315. That's $1,315. And the next 16 people to use that coupon code will get that brand new free laptop. Understand, we are like the Netflix of trading communities. There's no upsells. There's no add-ons. You pay one price for the whole year. You get access to every single thing we have. That includes the entire curriculum, which is a simplified version of the stuff that I learned working at the fund. It's broken down into beginner and advanced courses. There's also options, trader psychology, crypto, swing trading. It's all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. Then we've got our Benzinga Pro newsfeed, which gives you live breaking up to the second news alerts directly in our chat. Quote Media's full book level 2, which shows you all the market maker depth inside of level 2. Trading Views charting software. It's one of the most commonly used charting softwares by traders today. A trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money where you practice implementing what you've learned in the courses. Our trade ideas scanner. That's going to show you the best stocks for you to be focused on during the day. Stocks making new highs, new lows, surge in volume. And that scanner is actually broken down into small cap, mid cap, and large cap, depending on whatever it is that you trade. Access to our chat room, where the mods and I share our screen. It's not Discord. It's a proprietary software. We're live on the microphone, calling out our trades in real time, answering questions, identifying where we see opportunity in the markets. We're there with you the whole day from pre-market till after hours. We're not just gone after the 2 hours into the trading day. We're there with you for the entire day. And the mods and I together combined are sporting over an 80% win rate in chat. So that means, over 80% of the time that we call out a trade in True Trading Group, it is a profitable one. We're fully transparent. We keep a trading journal on our website. All the mods are required to upload their trading activity to our trading journal each and every single day. All right. We also do live workshops every single week. We do one-on-one mentor sessions with lifetime members. We do small private study groups so you can get like individual attention and go over lessons and topics that you really need help with. We do the giveaways. I told you about the Tesla 30K giveaways. So like I said, the next 16 people will be able to get all of that plus a brand new free laptop for just $1,315 for the whole entire year. No upsells. You don't pay $1 more for anything else. Now, I'll note that you'll know you're one of the 16 people getting the laptop because in your checkout cart, you'll see the laptop. If the laptop is in your checkout cart, that's how you know that you're getting one of the laptops. If it's not in your checkout cart, that means we've sold out. Guys, you actually have to enter the coupon code TTG121 and click apply code. Otherwise, you're going to be paying about $2,000. You're on the live stream right now. So if you're on the live stream, you can use this coupon code to get the 40% discount. If you don't use the code, it's going to say $1,990. Don't pay $1,990. Pay $1,315. Okay. We also have a money back guarantee, folks. I stand behind my program and platform. I am, I put my money where my mouth is, plain and simple. 80% of our members are successful, meaning they're making money and becoming better traders. You saw me ask the question. You saw how many people commented in chat. I stand behind the platform that we've created. I stand behind the education. And that's why if you commit to me, I'll commit to you with a money back guarantee. So here's the deal. If you guys go through all of our courses, if you pass the quizzes at the end of the courses and attend one private study group, if you do those three things and still don't make your membership fee back, which is $1,315, if you don't make that back at least once during your membership, I'll give you a full refund. I will literally give you all of your money back if you guys do those things and don't make that money back at least once during your membership. That's how confident I am that if you put in a little bit of effort, that this can work for you. I see it work for my members. Guys, bottom line, if all my members were losing money and nobody was becoming a successful trader, I wouldn't be able to offer you a money back guarantee. I'd be a complete fool to do that. Everything I'm saying to you, it's all on the website, so you know you're getting exactly what I'm saying. So use coupon code TTG121. You'll get the 40% discount today, and you'll get the brand new free laptop. There's only 16 of them for today. All right? Now, with that being said, let's get on to the lessons of the day. That's a good point, Bo. Bo said, if we weren't making money, nobody would show up for the live stream. But as you can see, the TTG fam rolls deep. Dana goes, fools don't run for president. Oh, I love it. All right, guys. So listen, what we're going to do now, we're going to move on to the educational part of the live stream now. We're going to talk about the AMD trade. We're going to talk about the main lesson of the night, which is how to identify that a stock has momentum. That's the question everybody wants to know. You hear everybody talk all the time. They're like, oh, momentum. You hear this word a lot in trading. You hear this word momentum. The hell does that mean? What is momentum? What does it look like? How can you identify it? How can you profit from it? Right? That's what we're going to talk about here on this live stream. So get out your pens, get out your paper. I mean, I'm old school. I still use pen and paper. You might have some people out there that are getting out their iPads or their tablets or whatever, but I'm old school. I'm a pen and paper kind of guy. All right. So we're going to go over a lesson today that you're going to be able to implement in your trading literally as early as tomorrow that can help you to become a better trader by being able to identify when stocks have momentum. This setup today in AMD was absolutely perfect. It was a grade A setup. It was as high probability of a setup as you can find for multiple reasons. You had multiple catalysts. You had a beautiful chart setup. You had the momentum indication that I'm going to go over with you now. You had the CEO was just on CNBC yesterday, gave a fantastic interview, was super upbeat about the company's future, very, very positive on the outlook and the growth that lays ahead for this company. And that just really gave a jolt, a boost into this stock. And it never looked back for the last 2 days. This stock has been on an absolute tear. And we're going to go over that with you now. So let's go ahead. Let's cut to the charts. All right. And then we're going to talk about AMD. Now, I'm going to zoom this out a little bit just so we can kind of see, because me zooming out, we're going to talk about yesterday. Yesterday has a lot to do with today. Today's lesson on how to identify when a stock has momentum has a lot to do with the prior day. A lot to do with the prior day. So here's the deal. AMD had a breakout day yesterday. A breakout day is a momentum day. All right. If we go back to the daily chart and we're looking at the Let me get rid of today. So there's today. Let's get rid of today and only show this is as of yesterday, right? This is as of yesterday, right? Now, I think we can all agree that with this kind of volume, right? That's a breakout day, okay? This is a breakout day with huge volume. So we would consider, if you looked at this chart, right? If you looked at this chart of AMD, would you say that AMD, let me go back. Would you say that AMD on this day, would you say this stock had momentum? I would. That's a breakout day. That's a momentum day. So now the question becomes, how do you know that the stock still has momentum? Oh, Lizaldo, my man, Lizaldo, who just asked that question earlier during the Q&A, just joined the group. Everybody give Lizaldo a big warm welcome. Lizaldo is brand new, does not know anything yet about trading stocks, is about to learn a whole lot more. Lizaldo, welcome to the TTG family. That means we now have 15 laptops left. Gang, just use coupon code TTG121. You'll get the 40% discount and you'll get a brand new free laptop. We do cover the shipping cost. We do ship globally. All right, Lizaldo, welcome to the family. Now, yesterday we had all this momentum, right? Breakout day, big volume day for the stock, so that's important. The first step to this lesson is, did the stock have momentum yesterday? Yes, it did. So what can we look for today to tell the stock still has momentum? What you want to look for to tell a stock still has momentum, and now this is the part where you want to start to write down things on a piece of paper. You want to look for the stock the day after a momentum day. You want to look for the stock to break above the prior day's high with equal or heavier volume than the stock traded at any point during the day yesterday. Let me explain why. If yesterday was a momentum day, that's a breakout day for the stock. The following day after that, if the stock breaks through that previous momentum day's high with heavier volume than the stock traded at any point during that previous momentum day, that is a sign that all of the buying that came into the stock yesterday on that momentum day is not finished, because there are more buyers at the higher price than there was yesterday. So yesterday was the big momentum day. But if the stock then goes above that prior day's high and the volume is heavier than it was at any point during the day yesterday, that means there are more people buying the stock today at a higher price than there were yesterday. And yesterday was the day the stock had momentum. That is how you know the stock still has momentum. So here's what we're going to do. What I'm going to do is we're going to take a look at AMD. And we're going to look at yesterday's price action on AMD. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to expand the volume of AMD. Now, this is yesterday. This is today. Okay? So these lines, right? These white lines, I'll make them nice and big so everybody can see. Okay? This is yesterday. This is today. Yesterday, the heaviest volume that you got yesterday were these first two candles you have here. Okay, these two candles that you have here, 3 million shares, 3.3 million shares. That was the heaviest volume that this stock traded yesterday. But that volume actually came in while the stock was going down. That's actually some selling volume. So if we look at volume while the stock was actually going up, now let's go and look at that. Let's go and look at the volume that came in yesterday while the stock was going up. So now I'll move this over to say when the stock started going up. So here's this line, right? This is showing you yesterday. This is yesterday, and then this is today. You will notice now I'm going to draw a line across the heaviest volume bar of the day yesterday while the stock was climbing higher during a breakout momentum day. And then I will show you the volume that came in this morning when AMD broke through that previous day's high. If you noticed, the volume that came in today when the stock broke through yesterday's high is heavier than the volume that came in at any point during the day yesterday. That is a sign that AMD still has momentum. This is a sign that the buyers that were coming in to buy this yesterday are not finished. This is how you can tell a stock still has momentum. But again, the key to this is that yesterday had to have been a momentum day. Because if yesterday was not a momentum day, and today we move higher, we break above the high, increase in volume, that's still a good setup, but it's a different setup. It's not a momentum continuation trade. Today's trade in AMD was a momentum continuation trade. AMD had a breakout momentum day yesterday. Today, that momentum continued. So the lesson specifically today is after a stock has a breakout momentum day, how do you know it still has momentum the next day? I'm telling you that right now. This is that lesson. This is the lesson I used to get into AMD call options today. So let's go back. Let's pull up the chart now again. Let's get rid of the volume. Or let's just make it smaller. And let's draw a line across yesterday's high. There's yesterday's high. I'll make this line thicker just so people can see it a little bit easier. Those of you that are maybe looking at smaller screens. There's yesterday's high right there. There it is. Yesterday's high. And then again, here's us breaking through yesterday's high. And then again, here is the heaviest volume that the stock had traded at any point during the day prior. That volume right there, that tells me this stock still has momentum. It was at that very moment I came on the microphone in our chat room and I said, guys, AMD just broke through yesterday's high with heavier volume than the stock had traded at any point during the day yesterday. That is a sign this stock still has momentum. I am looking at the August 6th expiration $100 strike call options. Verbatim what I said in chat. I waited for my first pullback of the day. There was my first pullback of the day, and we striked. Guys, at 9:50, where are we at? 9:51 a.m. is my timestamp. At 9:51 a.m., I bought the $100 strike August 6th expiration call option at $2.50. Carolyn, welcome to the TTG family. Everyone give Carolyn a big warm welcome. That means we now only have 14 laptops left. Folks, all you've got to do is use coupon code TTG121. You'll get a 40% discount. You'll get a brand new laptop. You'll start to catch trades like AMD today for a 72% gain because you're going to be able to identify when a stock has momentum. So right there is where we got in those call options on AMD, and the rest is history. This thing exploded. Absolutely exploded, and we just start ripping profits off the table. Ripping profits off the table. $2.98 on the new high of the day as this starts to extend. $3.20 as this thing starts to extend. $3.50. Where are we at? Was my final take? Here we go. At 11:33. And then 11:33 right there. Final take profit at $4.30. $4.30 for a 72% gain on the final take profit. And I still left money on the table. You can see I left another $2 on the table. I still left money on the table. This is a huge move. I got a 72% gain in my final take profit, and I still left money on the table. That's how crazy this move was today. This contracts probably went all the way up to $6.50 maybe. I didn't see what the high of the day was on those. $7 maybe, $6.50, probably somewhere around there. I didn't see what the high was, but you guys get the point. 72% gain in that final take. But guys, again, the lesson's all about the momentum. Write this down. You can use this. Thank you, Joe. 658. That's what I figured. Probably around 650. 658. How the day for those contracts. Joe, thank you. Yeah. This is the lesson. It all comes down to that volume. That's how you can tell the stock still has momentum. Now, folks, listen. Again, this is not going to, the lesson I just went over with you, this is not something that's going to work 100% of the time. Nothing works 100% of the time. But this is a signal and a sign and a trustworthy sign that a stock still has momentum. This is a grade A setup. Perfect. You had the breakout day yesterday. You had the volume through the high. That tells me this stock's got momentum. You had the trade line step up on that pullback. You had the catalyst of the CEO on CNBC yesterday, giving a real upbeat outlook. I mean, just absolutely incredible. All right. So there you have it, folks. All right. And that's it. That's our lesson today on this live, guys. It's how to tell a stock still has momentum. And to use that to generate some big time profits on AMD. Great job. Really great job. So congratulations, all my TeachD fam that benefited and profited from AMD today. Congratulations to my TeachD fam that owns AMD in your long-term portfolio, because I was screaming from the rooftops in March to add this thing in your long-term portfolio is at $45. So congrats to the TeachD fam. Guys, I actually would like to know, type the number 1 in chat right now if you either own AMD in your long-term portfolio or you guys made money from the option trade today on AMD. Sound off in chat right now, guys. Type the number 1 if you've made money in the long-term portfolio with AMD, because I've been a huge component about AMD for a long time now. I've been telling you guys to add this thing in your long-term portfolios. All-time highs today. So congrats to those that are holding long-term, and then congrats to those that capitalized on the call options today from AMD. Really great lesson there, guys, really great lesson there on how to identify momentum. Gabriel says, I bought it when I heard you screaming on the roof. Perfect. Perfect. I love it. I'm going to go on the roof more often. All right. Great stuff, guys. Listen, that does it there for the lesson on momentum. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch things up a little bit. We're going to talk now. I'm going to show you guys the actual platform for TTG. I'm going to show you the platform. All right. So anyone that's interested in joining, I'm going to show you what you actually get included in your membership. Before I do, I'd like to know who's still on the live that's not a member of TTG. So if you're not a member of True Trading Group, type the letters TTG in chat right now. Josh, welcome to the TTG family. Everyone give Josh a big warm welcome. Everyone give Josh a big warm welcome. There are only 13 laptops left. There are only 13 laptops left. Use coupon code TTG121. All right, Josh, welcome to the family. All right, guys, all of you that are typing TTG in chat, we have a lot going on. I got people typing the number 1. I got people typing TTG. I got people welcoming Josh. We've got a lot of going on right now in the chat. All of you that typed TTG in chat, before I get into showing you the platform, I want to also let you all know that we do have a free 1-week trial. No credit card information required. All right, you will get 1 week of read-only access to our trading chat room. You'll get our daily watch list and trading game plan. You'll get our Benzinga Pro live newsfeed. You'll get 1 sample course. And you will also get to see the trading history of all the moderators in TTG. You literally will get to see in our trading journal every buy and every sell that all of our moderators make. All right, so you can see how you'd be performing had you been following along with the trades that are being called out in chat. All right. Now, listen, if you do the trial, you're not going to get the 40% discount. You know, the most you'll get is like a 22% discount, which will bring the price down to just over $1,700. You also won't get the free laptop. But if you want to try this out for a week, you certainly can. Just go to ttgfree.com. That's ttgfree.com. If you want to try us out for that 1-week trial. Otherwise, you guys can use coupon code TTG121, get the 40% discount now, and get a brand new free laptop. We got 13 of them left. Now, gang, remember, our membership is normally $2,212 for the year. But from now until midnight Pacific, you can save 40%. It brings the price all the way down to $1,315, and the next 13 people to use coupon code TTG121 will get the brand new free laptop. There are no upsells. There's no add-ons. You pay one price. You get access to literally everything we have for the entire year. As a member to Trading Group, you're going to get access to the top premium trading tools and products because we bundle them together as part of your membership. Included is Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. This is a live breaking up to the second news alert service directly inside of chat that gives you the news as soon as it crosses the wire. You cannot rely on something like Yahoo Finance. It's like 20 minutes delayed. This will give you news as soon as it crosses the wire. Absolutely vital tool that my members, our moderators, me, we use this every single day. You're also going to get Quote Stream's full book level 2. This shows you all the market maker depth inside of level 2. You're also getting a trade simulator that's going to let you trade stocks and options with fake money so you can practice implementing what you've learned in the courses. Please use the simulator. Trading is not easy. Most traders lose money when they first get started. So trade on the simulator, prove to yourself you can make money before you start risking your hard-earned cash. You're also going to get our Trade Ideas scanner. This is the industry-leading scanner for traders. It's going to show you stocks making new highs, new lows, surges in volume. It's broken down into small cap, mid cap, and large cap. Whatever you trade, this will help you Stay focused on the stocks that are going to give you the best chance to profit. You're also getting TradingView's Pro charting software, one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders, yours included free. Guys, all these things are included with your membership. You don't pay extra for any of them. Then you're getting a minimum of 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time alerts per week from a community of traders sporting over an 80% win rate. We're fully transparent. We keep a trading journal on our site that tracks every buy and every sell that our moderators make. So you can see how you'd be performing if you were following along with the trades, the alerts that our moderators are sending out. You also get one small private study group with a THD mod. This is your chance to ask questions and get lessons that you're struggling with. Get that individualized attention that can help really speed up that learning curve for you. Then you've got the courses. Remember, the courses are a simplified version of the stuff I learned working at the fund in New York. They're broken down into beginner and foundation courses. Then there's advanced courses. There's also courses on options, trader psychology, crypto, swing trading. It's all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. Then on top of the courses is a video library that has over 100 hours of additional educational video content. Workshops that the moderators and I have conducted, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, just to name a few. You get access to all of these things part of your membership. You don't pay extra for any of it. And then, of course, you have the chat room where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the microphone, talking to you, calling out trades, identifying opportunities. We're there with you the whole day. You can send us messages in chat, ask us questions. We're there for you the whole day. Now, guys, listen, because we're going to be moving the price of our membership up from $1,315 to up over $2,000, because in life, it's important to know your worth. We know our membership is worth far more than $1,300. To put things into perspective for you, let's say you don't want to join True Trading Group, but you're like, man, that Benzinga newsfeed sounds pretty cool. I actually could use that. Well, if you went to Benzinga and tried to get this newsfeed, they're going to charge you $1,400 a year. Literally. Well, that's funny, because you can get this included with your membership to True Trading Group, along with everything else I just showed you, for just $1,315. That's the value you're getting as a member of True Trading Group. It's insane. Then you have that Quote Media's full book level 2. That's $990 a year. The trade simulator is $300 a year. And TradingView's premium level charting software is $600 a year. Just those 4 tools, if you paid for them on your own, it's going to cost you over $3,200 a year. They are all included with your TeachD membership when you pay just $1,315 and get a free laptop. Think about that. That's the value you are getting as a member of True Trading Group. I told you, our goal is to disrupt this industry. In order to do that, we need to provide insane value and results at a price substantially less than any of our so-called competitors. Remember, guys, we do have that money-back guarantee. If you do not make your membership fee back after completing our courses, passing our quizzes, and attending one private study group, if you don't make that membership fee back at least once, I'll give you a full refund. I'll give you all your money back. I'm dead serious. That's how much I stand behind my program and the education and the platform and the community that we've created here at True Trading Group. Now let's talk about membership fees. Guys, my TTG members, how long did it take you to make back your membership fee? Comment in chat. Tell me how long it took to make back your membership fee. Sahil says, what software do you use for trading? Sahil, I use Lightspeed. So guys, go ahead and comment in chat right now. How long did it take you to make your membership fee? Three weeks for Dominic. 1 day for predicting charts. Jenny Wonder says you will not be asking for a refund if you do the courses and implement the education. Soccer Mom did it in 3 weeks while working 2 jobs. I'm so proud of you, Soccer Mom. TTG Sunshine, 3 weeks for the you changed your name on me. TTG Sunshine, 3 weeks for the lifetime membership. Marcia, less than 2 months for Bruce. 5 months for Diane Fig. Made it back twice. Working on making it back a 3rd time. Celeste took her 3 weeks. It took April to death, took 2 to 3 days, but I've made it back several times over since. I love my THD fam. 2 days, and I doubled my membership for Robert Alvarado. It took Heather Jeffries about 1 month, John Bean 1 day, 2 weeks for Anthony Vega, less than 2 months for Wizard. You're making me want to get a second membership. 2 weeks for Trucking with the Ice Cream Man, less than 2 weeks for Steve, 3 days for Moneyless. Western Bacon is in their 2nd week as a member and a trade or 2 away and already made back that membership fee. 2 weeks for Christy. I love it. Jenny Wonder says, I made way more than the membership fee today alone. And Jenny's a recent new member, guys. So there you have it. So you're seeing all my teaching members right now that are commenting in chat that are telling you this is how long it took me to make back my membership fee. I'm not even thinking about a refund because I've already made back that membership fee and I'm well into the profit. Andrew, welcome to the family. Andrew, our newest member of the TTG fam. Welcome, 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 guys. Use that coupon code TTG121. Get the 40% discount. Get the education. Become part of a community that truly cares whether you succeed or fail. Join our team. Get that free laptop. There's only 12 of them left. We ship it globally. And yes, we also do cover the shipping costs. It's totally free. It's our gift to you for joining the family. It's our gift to you for joining the family. Folks, we're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Go read those reviews. Seriously, I'm not kidding. Go read them. Read them all. Read the good, the bad, the ugly. Read them all because we're 5-star rated. Over 1,300 people have taken time out of their day to leave us a review on Trustpilot. 1,300. Go read those reviews. Seriously. All right. So, gang, don't forget, we do have that free 1-week trial. If you guys want to try us out for a week, you certainly can for free. No credit card required. Just go to ttgfree.com. That is ttgfree.com. ttgfree.com. All right. You will not get the 40% discount, though. You won't get the free laptop. But if you want to try us out for a week for free, you guys totally can. Welcome to do so. No credit card required. Otherwise, you guys use coupon code TTG121. Get yourself that brand new laptop. There's only 12 of them left. And get yourself that 40% discount and that money back guarantee. All right. Great job today, guys in chat. Congratulations again, everyone that capitalized on AMD. I hope this live stream was helpful. I hope you guys learned something about momentum, how to identify momentum, and most importantly, how to profit from it. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on those notifications if you haven't done so already. You never want to miss any of these because I just drop golden nuggets on a daily basis. Every time you show up to one of my live streams, you better bring that paper and pen because we're always learning. We're always improving. We're always getting better. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Later.